Fox 2. Good kill, good kill. Hey, good kill.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. We're here in the F-22 Raptor. This is the thrust vectoring version of the F-22. We're going to be fighting the Sukhoi 30, and this also is thrust vectoring the Sukhoi 30. It's kind of an interesting fight because we don't often get to really see how thrust vectoring aircraft fight each other because it's hard to model in DCS. Grinelli Designs over here and the guys over at the Sukhoi 30 dev team, they've done a great job with modeling thrust vectoring in DCS. So it's a good opportunity to see how the fight would really change with thrust vectoring. The thrust vectoring is obviously necessary for the modern dogfight because it really allows an aircraft to turn tighter, and turning tighter often means jamming the WEZ, the weapon employment zone. And if you can min-range a missile, you have if you can stay close to the guy, you can min-range his missile, which is really the only way to survive in these high off-boresight environments of today. Into the merge here. Got a locked Fox 2 that doesn't track, unfortunately. Bringing my nose around here. Remember that these missiles like to loop. He fired a Fox 2 there that didn't track, but is trying to loop. But I don't think it's going to make it. He fired a second one that I just physically dodged that one. That's crazy. And he's all out of Fox 2, so I can relax now. I still got one left. Just let me maneuver to his 6 here. He's all done. He's shooting guns at me there, but actually somewhat close, but no cigar. I'm gonna continue to chase his 6 here. Here we go. Get a nice clean kill. I want to make sure I don't miss this one. Fox 2 and Splash 1 Sukhoi 30. Let me take this little opportunity here to thank everybody who has subscribed to the channel. I was literally just looking at it a couple hours ago. I was looking at the numbers. We're at 630,000 subscribers, which is just nuts. So big thank you to all of you who have subscribed to the channel. I appreciate you. We're going to do another merge here. I think we're going to go for 6 rounds here total. These fights, they're very quick. You know, it shows you how deadly the modern, high off-boresight dogfight is. And again, the capabilities of these missiles are very good these days. High countermeasure resistance, high off-boresight capability, thrust vectoring missiles. So these things are doing some crazy loops. So they're very deadly. The fight's often done in like 10 seconds if you're lucky. It's like 3 to 10 seconds for one of these modern dogfights. Let's go into the merge here. And no HMD for the F-22, unfortunately. I wish it did have it. Here we go. We got a luck. He's got a Fox 2 up. The better the missiles get, the less the pilot has to work, and the missile can do more of the work for you. Back when you had the Sidewinder 9M, for example, you would get to these merges. This is like where the F-16 would excel because it would rate around so quickly that it would be difficult for the other aircraft to get nose on, and then if he even did and he got his missile off, it would have a hard time tracking the F-16 because of its ability to rate around a circle. The missile just wouldn't be able to do that turn. It's different now with the high off-boresight missiles, the thrust vectoring missile capability. That kind of fight is basically obsolete now. Into the merge here, and we got one. I got a lock there, but I couldn't get a Fox 2 off. He got a Fox 2 off. It looped, but it doesn't have track. I got a loop here. I'm trying not to shoot. I want like a good solution. I don't want to waste my missile. Fox 2 here, hoping the 9X will loop for me there. His missile didn't come back. I thought it might. I still have one left. I believe he has one left. There you go. That's a second shot. It did try, but no cigar for him. Go Fox 2 again, and no track. We're going to have to go for guns. Easy kill right here at the top when he's slow. F-22 nose on. Dead Sukhoi 30. As soon as I saw him go vertical and he got slow, which his thrust vectoring helps to make him slow, right? I knew it was over. These Russian fighters, these modern, Sukhoi 30s, Sukhoi 35s, these guys are really built to do some really insane maneuvering. The high off-boresight, Fox 2 obviously being a big part of that. If you get to the merge, the aircraft needs to be highly maneuverable in order to bring that nose around. That's today's fight. It's one circle. Back in the day, like I was saying with the F-16, you could do a two-circle fight with the 9Ms, but as soon as you introduce the high off-boresight, really the fight is all one circle or counter one circle stuff, and it's very, very difficult. This is one of the major reasons, in my opinion, that the Russians continue to do super maneuverability with their fighters, with the expectation that if they get to the merge, they'll be very capable of killing anything they merge with into the merge, and I think they're correct about that, honestly, with the exception of the F-22, of course. Here we go, got a lock. Not going to shoot there because I don't think it'll loop. Staying with him here. Here we go. Fox 2 over the top. It did come off finally. It wasn't coming off, but it doesn't look like it did tracked. He fired one that didn't track either. Fox 2, and that one's going to track perfectly. Splash. So he's actually somewhat easy to kill. Like the first turn, wow, he almost hit me there. The first turn, he's actually pretty competitive, but then he ends up slow. And when he's slow, it's very easy for the F-22 to get the kill. This is at least what I'm learning so far. His main thing is that he fires the Fox 2 and hopes that it can somehow connect and loop around or something. We talked a little bit about super maneuverability in the past. The American doctrine was generally that super maneuverability left you slow, and when it made you slow, it made you vulnerable to the guy's wingman. So even if you were able to defeat the bandit you were fighting or defeat a missile he shot at you because of your super maneuverability, there was a high probability you were going to be slow in the air and you were going to be an easy target for his wingman to just kill you. Which makes sense, it does make sense. But the Russians, for some reason, didn't agree with that doctrine. They thought that super maneuverability was still super important. And I guess in a way the Americans kind of agreed with them. The F-22 is super maneuverable at the end of the day, which is a little weird. F-35, I don't think it is. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think the F-35 is super maneuverable. Into the merge here. Fox 2, that doesn't track. And he's going over the top. He's lost his first turn. He's slow. So as long as he can keep the Wes jammed, he'll be okay, but I don't think he can manage it. Look at that nose authority came around. Fox 2's in the air. Oh my god. Alright. I didn't think that was going to connect. Good kill. Let's punch out. Yeah, I didn't expect his nose to come around like that. There you go. That's a Russian super maneuverability at work there. I guess that's why they do that. So if I had to guess what the Russians are thinking when it comes to creating super maneuverable aircraft, and this is purely a guess based on nothing, it's just my opinion, I think they intend to jam your face off, which would negate your BVR ability. And if they can jam your radar or whatever and get to a merge, then they expect to win. And I think that's why they continue to produce aircraft with super maneuverability. You know, like look at their most recent aircraft, the Sukhoi 57, continues to be super maneuverable for that reason. I think that's their ideology, because I just don't see how you use super maneuverability in a BVR fight, a beyond visual range fight. Like, my experience or my understanding of that is that the faster you are in that kind of fight, the higher the probability of survival. Into the merge here. And lock, and Fox 2, that doesn't track. I'm hoping it loops around for me. Here we go, we're going for guns. I'm gonna go for guns, and he's dead. Yeah, there you go. I couldn't pass up that opportunity. I saw him slowing right in front of me, and I knew the F-22 could gun him. You know, like super maneuverability during a BVR fight, other than like the last moment to dodge a missile, and even that seems ridiculous. Like, you have to see the missile, you have to time it perfectly. I just don't see super maneuverability being useful when it comes to the BVR fight. So I don't think that's why they do it, obviously. I think they do it with the full intention of getting to the merge. And the Sukhoi 30 is obviously not a stealth aircraft, the Sukhoi 35 is not a stealth aircraft. So it makes me think they must have another way of expecting to get to the merge in order to use that super maneuverability, and my guess is they expect to use their jammers. They expect to jam you so you can't detect them until they get to the merge. Into the fight here one more time. Once again, one circle. This is the last fight. We're doing a bonus round here. Fox 2, that loops, that doesn't track, luckily. Give me tone, there we go. I'm not going to shoot, it's way too close. I want to hold on to it here. Come on, give me tone. Look at this. This is where you wish you had an HMD. No tone. Come on. There we go, tone. He fired a Fox 2, missed. Fox 2 from me. And we're going to have to go for guns. No, my 9X looped and it got him. Oh. Okay. Never mind. His looped as well. So we got a mutual killer. That's crazy. You don't often see loops, but to get two in one fight, that's pretty crazy. Alright, good kill. Well, that's a good way to end it. You know, mutual kill for both sides. Good kill for the Sukhoi 30 there. Holding his own against an F-22. Not bad.